Don't worry about it. Let's have some fun. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hello, Current. Current's giving us the follow. He's giving us the support. And yes, as expected, ZenZero's here.
Hey, how y'all doing?
He's just a mysterious voice behind everything. Don't worry about it. How's everybody doing? Welcome, guys. You got a massive match of showmites here. I have the same mic as you. Actually, I actually have the same mic as a lot of people. Quadcast mic, great mic. I've been using it for a while. As here we go. We're going to be getting into a good couple of show matches here tonight. Random Eclipse, Stryker Exile. I don't know if they had any beef, earlier in the week, but they wanted to do a series of show matches, 1s, 2s, 3s, a crew battle format, and hey, we're probably to start with this, ZenZero. How does it feel?
Hey, I'm really excited for it. I love the format. I love the 1v1, the 2v2, and the 3v3. It really gets to show all your strength and weaknesses as a team. So I'm super excited for it.
Yeah, again, as you said, 1s, 2s, and 3s, you don't really see 2s that often, so it's going to be fun to see that. The last time I did a 2v2 match was a while ago, so hoping to see more of that, although I do know a lot of leagues are starting to get 2v2 sectors built into it, so I think we'll be seeing more 2v2s on this stream soon enough, but yeah, as you said, not a lot of 2v2s, not a lot of 1s. The 3v3, though, is the big main event, a best of 7 to end it all off. But we're going to start off with the 1v1, a best of 3, then we'll go up to a 2v2, a best of 5. And for these teams, the winner will not be decided based on winning any series. It'll be who wins the most series. So if you can win 2 out of the 3 of the series tonight, you are the victors of this show match.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm a little biased because I love 2s. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy 3s. They're pretty fun to cast. I love 3s, of course, but I mean playing wise,
Oh yeah, 2's are the
3s
most
are
fun.
like
2's the most fun to
but
play. I think most people agree with that.
exactly.
There's a reason why it's the most popular
Exactly.
playlist.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. I'm excited to get to cast a little bit of 2s.
Yeah, of course. This match. Do need to give some support here to Slepless for organizing this. Thank you so much, Slepless. One of the many people who are critically involved in the Skyward series. Again, thank you, Slepless. Hopefully he's here watching tonight. As we're going to get this series started soon enough. Again, we're going to start with that best of 3, that 1v1. These teams have multiple players to choose from, though, to put into these matches, and they can still make substitutions. So, have you ever seen a 1v1 where teams have 4 or 5 players? So
Right?
many options.
And I'm excited to see who they put forward for the 1v1. For my team, it would never be me. I can promise you that. I'm not that good at ones.
I'm decent at one, so maybe I'd be the one who's put in. But I mean, these players are a lot better than I am, so we'll be watching people who are far more superior than us play ones. And think about it, it's the best of 3, so it's going to feel very quick. Well, it depends because it's ones, and ones can take forever, but it will feel very quick because it's a best of 3. You win 2 games, that's it. You take down you take a single point. As we go on, the series is going to get longer and longer, and very likely we could end up with this best of 7, that 3v3 at the very end, being the series to decide it. That could be exciting, having a best of 7 to see which team will take home the bragging rights.
Absolutely, and there's going to be some bragging rights with it, especially because as we said, it's not just a test of who's the better 3v3 team. We get to see it all around, so definitely some bragging rights on the table.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people would recognize Stryker Exile as the ex-Overcast Cyan team. Phantom Eclipse have been on that org for a while. It's nice to see a lot of players you recognize over time. You get to see the same people over and over again. I've definitely seen both these teams before, and so it's nice to see them play in this fun little show match. As we're going to make sure that both teams are ready. They'll vote in their 1v1 players to start off the events, and then we'll be transitioning to 2v2. But again, these teams have a lot of subs in these first 2 series. And the 3v3, though, it will feel a little more normal to them, I'm sure.
Absolutely, and do we know the player that plays the 1v1, are they allowed to also be in the 2v2, or does it have to
I
be
believe
different?
so. I haven't heard anything that they can't be, so I think we will be seeing someone sticking around for every single match.
Okay, wow.
So I expect that these teams are going to keep. I don't think it's going to be any of those rules, although it would be an interesting rule to see these teams play a 2v2 without their 1v1 player. There's a lot of teams, usually your 1v1 player is also one of your better 2v2 players. That's generally how it works. One's just so important in how you play in 2v2 because you still have so much space to utilize.
Yep,
But in threes, it all
absolutely.
changes.
It does, it does, and that's a great point. Something I was gonna bring up is it's really crazy how different each game mode is. You know, you can be amazing at ones and be terrible at threes. You can be amazing at twos, but bad at threes. So really interested to see the difference
Or you can be
and
bad
the
at all of
different
them, which is what
places.
I am.
That's hey, me too, buddy. That's why we're
So,
casting, right?
yeah, that's why we're up here in the casting booth and not down there on the field. The last time I played competitively, oh boy, the last time I played competitively was for Golden Hour, and that was a while ago. That was back in the Golden Cup, and in the first season of the Sky Series, season 0. Before that, the last time I really played competitively on a high level competitive team, if you want to call it that, I guess, because the Golden Hour team, Golden Hour Sports Red, was more like a for fun team. But last time I played on a team that was like fully competitive was back on Zero Gravity, the first ever org I joined. So that is a back down memory lane. Now Zero Gravity is like literally between the time I've left Zero Gravity and now they have literally gone through a rebrand process. So I feel old now. Um,
For me, it was IGL. So I had a kind of a crazy experience. So when I started IGL, I was like plat. So I was tier 6, and we actually went undefeated in twos, won the championship. Then the next season was tier 4. We only lost one game, won the championship again. But then I got bumped up to tier 3 and even tier 2, and it was much different trying to win tier 2 than tier 4 or 6.
yeah, I think you can agree with that. Ow, I just bumped my hand. No, but ow, that hurt. Yeah, again, we're just again, kind of going back memory lane. These guys have stuck together for a while. You can recognize these rosters because these guys, I don't think they really have made any changes over time. But speaking of Golden Hour, I forgot to mention this. You're also on Golden Hour, so how's it feel being on a team now?
I'm pretty excited for it. So I am on a twos team as a starter. The threes team, I told him, I have a lot going on with casting, streaming, everything. So I am just a sub for the 3v3 team, but I'm super excited for it. Obviously being a part of the team is always fun, but also just getting out there
Yeah,
and competing.
you were on the team that I was on. You're on Red, so
Yep.
that was the team I was on last season. That was fun moments. A good squad. I'm happy that I was part of it, but man, it is tough to balance playing and doing commentary, especially when especially with how with connections and such. I mean, you'd know how
Yep.
it feels getting connected with so many people. It can be difficult. As again, everybody, I should reiterate that principle you guys have just done. That's just for the 1v1. We're gonna do one for every single series, so you guys get as many points as you possibly can. And even if you get it wrong this time around, you still have 2 more chances to get it right and make back those points. So do not feel like you're missing anything.
I'm excited to see this 1v1. I have actually never casted a 1v1.
Oh, well, I love 1v1s. I love 1v1s. So I think you'll like it. Don't worry, it will be fun. It will be fun. Um,
It'll also be informative, of course, because I'm looking to get better at ones. I've procrastinated playing them and actually taking it seriously for a long time. So this not only do I get to cast it, I get to learn a little bit as well.
yeah, of course. As we're going to be waiting a little bit just to give him a little extra time, I think, to join on in, and to give me a little extra time to make sure everything is good. Um,
I'm excited to see if it's going to be captain against captain here, or if both teams have a specific ones player that are better than the others. As we know,
yeah,
they're
of
all
course.
very talented.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many talented players. I honestly don't know who's going to be playing. I mean, for Striker Exile, I have actually won some of the players. My assumption is they're going to be playing Bromake. That's my assumption. For Phantom Eclipse, I really don't know. Maybe Current. It's a tough one to answer.
Yeah, but Bro Mank's play style and that he likes ones.
Yeah, of course. Now we're waiting just for that 1v1 to come in and uh work for us. Um, I mean, looks like both teams are ready.
But yeah, so I assume it's going to be Shadow Ball as he
It's
is.
Shadow Ball. It could be Captain versus Captain because Shadow Ball's here. And again, my assumption is that's going to be Bromank for Stryker Exile. As Octane's not going to confirming, it is going to be him playing.
Nice. Bromank said, "I'm definitely a ones player."
Well,
Carson
I
in
mean,
chat.
he was definitely the toughest one player I played whenever I played the team in wins.
Carson's telling me in chat he's gonna coach me in one, so I think I'm gonna take him up on that as he's a very, very good ones player. Oh, Shadow Ball with the bold prediction in chat said I will win.
I don't know if I'd call that bold or just, confidence, general confidence,
True.
but it could be bold. Who knows? Let's get this series underway, right? Literally a 1v1, a best of 3. You gotta win 2 games, and your team takes down the first point. This series could end very quickly. We'll see if these teams have any differences as it... Ooh, it's BZO who's mailing, not Bromank. They're having a little fun there. I think they can
They
hear me,
fake.
and they decided, let's play Bromank. No, it's gonna be BZO. I did play him in a 1v1 as well. I thought they were gonna play Bromank. He was definitely the tougher player for me to play against in ones. But, man, that would be fun. As I do like the little bit of trolling. Here we go! 1v1, and sometimes these series can be very one-sided. The big thing in ones is to just not be one-dimensional. Don't be obvious. Don't show what you're trying to do. Make the opponent guess as Shadow Ball will score first. Goals are going to come in. Goals are going to come often. But Shadow Ball will get the first one here.
Yeah, and he kind of had control right from the kickoff. He had control, had boost. BZO kind of have to dive at the ball. Little boost starved there, so Shadow Ball starts it out 1-0.
A big start here now. Off the corner, he's going to beat past Shadow Ball. He's going to take that corner, that side boost as well. That will be a goal here for BZO. Right off the kickoff. The answer's back end. This one from Shadow Ball didn't pick up the boost, and BZO caught him on it. Little mistakes are all that matters.
And it's going to be a lot about bumping and stealing boosts. We know that matters in all modes of Rocket League, but especially once.
Yeah, every little bit matters. Shadow Ball now with the dribble, looking for the flick. Offense, he goes just off the crossbar. That is not uncommon in flicks to flick it up to go right to the moon, right to the ceiling. And as you can see, flicks, the real issue with flicks is if you don't have a good flick, it's an overcommit. And while flicks are one of the best ways to perform offense, it's a way I think you really should be making offense. If you don't put your flick on target, if you don't make the defender jump, then it's a mistake.
Yep, and you have to recover extremely fast from it. The high flicks and the high aerial plays can be fun, but very dangerous in 1v1s because it's all or nothing. As BZO gets a big beat here, he's gonna extend the lead 3-1 here in the first minute.
Well, it seems like he's taking down Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball, again, a little too slow from these walls. Didn't expect BZO to go out with that one. And BZO, he's trying to keep control. And, Shadow Ball trying to take that away from him. But right now, BZO just a little bit better here. But the fun part about ones is everything can change quickly. As a big kickoff win here from BZO. Shadow Ball going to clear it away. BZO, I think he's really focusing on that boost control. Making sure that Shadow Ball doesn't get enough to get offense going. Shadow Ball. You saw he wanted to go for the bounce dribble there, but he didn't have enough boost for it. Didn't have the control he wanted. Now he puts it off his own back wall. Awkward position. He's tripping on the post. Here comes BZO. And look at the delay here from BZO. Baiting in that 50-50, trying to take away Shadow Ball's time, but didn't make offense on it. Now, little chance for BZO. Wave dash. Pop. Saved by Shadow Ball. And now BZO has found himself overcommitting. Shadow Ball can put a shot on, and it's off target. Chance here, he doesn't put it on, and Stryker Exile can keep this game in their lead.
Oh, and a big demo there from Shadow Ball. And yeah, you said it very well. So much time in ones. If you're down 2-3 goals with a minute left in 2s or 3s, you pretty much have lost, right? That's not how ones goes. It can be such a big swing in 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Because it's just 2 players on the field.
What's surprising is we haven't seen a lot of kickoff goals, although it's showing that these teams are pretty balanced in their kickoffs. I would like to see them change their kickoffs a little more. Because kickoff goals are such an easy way to take back momentum. I'd like to see these guys change it up. Go for an intentional delay kickoff. Go for maybe the fake flip on the kickoff instead of going for these kind of simple, natural kickoffs, because right now, they're not really winning the kickoffs, any of them. I want to see them win these kickoffs, get goals off kickoff, and what I do is to change things up just a little bit. Because again, once you become predictable in ones, it's really easy for a player who's much worse than you to beat you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you said a lot there right there. Kickoffs are so valuable in ones. And if you just go, as Shadow Ball ties it up, if you both just go for the standard speed flip kickoff, you got to switch it up. But what an air dribble from Shadow Ball.
A little bit of solo play and put it at the right time as well. I know that might seem a bit aggressive, and solo plays in ones are generally considered over-aggressive. But a play like that, where you've taken away almost all of your opponent's boost, you've demoed them from the field, a solo play there is actually the right option. Might as well go in on it because you know they don't have a lot of boost. You know it's going to be tough for them to get up and challenge and recover. That's the big thing about ones. If you're going to go for solo plays, you have to make sure that it's in a position where your opponent cannot recover as BZO catches Shadow Ball. Trying to play the French defensive style on that back wall there, but that's the issue with that defensive style. BZO can wait and get himself a little more space to put that shot on.
And an amazing placement there by BZO. Very, very hard to save. And yeah, you have to watch going on your wall in the corner there. You need to be in between your opponent and the net. Of course, easier said than done.
As this series has seen itself flop back and forth. We're still only in game 1 here as BZO. Challenge, and you can see he tried to wait behind that ball. Because the thing about the name tags is the best way to hide away from the name tags is to put yourself behind the ball. A common defensive style is to do that. So Shadow Ball here, he went for that. He made it very clear what he was going for, and he still gets the job done. I don't think he could have made himself more clear what he was going for there. And BZO, you don't expect a challenge from that kind of position because it's just so unbelievably risky. That's why going for it there from Shadow Ball worked out so well.
Absolutely, and I think Shadow Ball actually saw that he was a bit awkward. BZO wanted to get the ball and the boost, had to pause momentarily there to be able to accomplish that, and that gave Shadow Ball just enough time, but BZO with a big dunk on the goal line to regain the lead.
He's kept himself in the lead for a lot of this game so far. I love that he keeps himself so close to the ball there. That's what you have to do. He didn't get the air dribble he wanted, didn't get the height he wanted. So instead he just goes to try to push his way through, muscle his way through past the other player. And now, this one off the kickoff, that will just be straight in here for BZO. We'll make it 6-4. Well, there's a kickoff goal. I don't know if he's changed anything on his kickoff yet, but yeah, Shadow Ball was very side on, and that's what BZO did to win it.
Yeah, it looks like BZO might have slowed down just a little bit there. He did speed flip, but then slowed it down right at the last second just to make sure that he gets a solid 50, and it worked out that time.
A fake kickoff here from BZO. Oh, it almost didn't work out for his favor. A lot of boost usage. That's the problem with the fake kickoff. When you don't flip on the fake kickoff, players can recognize that. And so if you see most people in ones play those kind of fake kickoffs, they now flip towards the ball and then drive away. You can't back away on those fake kickoffs. It doesn't work anymore. Players are so good at recognizing it now that you have to do something new on these kickoffs if you want to get your player to bite on it. A Shadow Ball, faking, 50-50, will not go in. Using up a lot of boost here. But he will take that corner. BZO has a little bit in the tank, trying to get the shot. Gets through Shadow Ball misses. BZO now leads by 3. And he's starting to try to make a pretty big lead for himself as we hit that final minute.
Absolutely. I'm interested to see if BZO keeps trying to just stay aggressive and keep scoring here, or if he tries to maintain possession and run this clock down.
Final minute. And this is the time for BZO to start playing that keep away game. He knows Shadow Ball is going to challenge extremely aggressively. Just make sure that he doesn't get the ball. But Shadow Ball with the flick, saved by BZO. Using he tried to get a wave dash there to get some extra speed. Still has enough. He'll demo Shadow Ball in the process. And as he dribbles this one away from the net, oh no, he probably should have just scored that one. In all honesty, to make it a 4, but still offense for him. And as you can see, taking that boost, trying to keep control. Shadow Ball with low. Going back, looking for the Doomsday Dish. Oh my goodness, BZO from his own ceiling. That ball looked like it was glitzing around in that net, but BZO kept it out, and now, again, offense for him. Shadow Ball needs this ball soon. BZO looking for the bump. Shadow Ball beats him here, but again, that boost from BZO. He's taking all the boost around here, beating Shadow Ball, keeping the ball away, and now he'll make it. Oh, he misses, but it doesn't really matter. He's wasted so much time. And Shadow Ball will not be able to beat him out in the end here. It will go 1-0 right now in this best of 3 for Stryker Exile. They're only 1 game away. That's how quick these series can be.
Absolutely, and it looked like Bezio started to just have a little fun with it there. He knew he had a good lead. I agree. He should have taken that goal. I don't know. Maybe he didn't want kickoffs to happen. He knew that if he scored that goal, it gave Shadow Ball a chance to score on kickoff, and then obviously another kickoff happens right after that. Or he might have just been having a little bit of fun with it.
Well, it doesn't really matter. He still won. He didn't have any problems here.
Shadow Ball says, talking to Spooklu right now. He's giving me advice.
He's got a literal coach behind him. That's a very recognizable coach. Well, it's a good person to ask to give you help. We'll see how it works out here, but man, he has only 1 game. He now only has no lives left. He has to win from here on out if he wants his team to get that first point. It's so important in these kind of series because they go by pretty quickly. These 1v1s. It's not gonna. It could end very quickly if Shadow Ball isn't careful. As both teams setting out different players here. Bromank's now playing, changing it up here for Stryker Exile. You see that very rarely, where a team changes up that one. Where if a team is playing a 1v1 in a crew battle format, they don't usually change up that 1v1 unless they've lost. But what a good flick there from Shadow Ball to get things started off. So much power behind that.
Yeah, very good flick here. Goes for the 90 and just bangs it in. We see Bromank with his chef hat. I'm pretty sure he brought that out for us last time that we casted for him.
That's his topper. By the way, that was a 45-degree flick, not a 90-degree flick.
Oh, was it a 45?
That was a 45-degree flick, but close enough. Don't worry about it. It's complicated.
Right,
there's so many mechanics in ones now. As Shadow Ball keeping control here, and you can see he went immediately for that corner boost, but still demoed by Bromank. Now he's on a bit of a low boost. And take this side wall. And now he's got to dribble himself. Dribbling it, trying to go over Shadow Ball there. Trying to get some elevation, trying to catch Shadow Ball. With an unexpected aerial play. Now in the immediate shot. Trying to push him back, and he went for that shot. Not because it was going to become a goal, because it was never going to become a goal, but mostly because he could use it to take boost, but that's a little too aggressive from him. Shadow Ball will have a very easy net to score on. Bromank needs to be a little bit smarter than that if he wants to go for demos.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, Shadow Ball knows, as you said, no lives left here. So he's playing for the entire series right now.
Well, he's at least playing for this game. We don't know if he'll be playing game 3, but with him most likely playing after a loss, I think he will be that player that they're playing all series long. Maybe that's why Stryker's gotten all their players here, because they might have every one of them play a 1v1. We'll see if that happens here. Bromank saved by Shadow Ball as how he controls it. Still no goals for Bromank after this first minute. A bit of a slow start for him, but now with offense towards the net. Saved away by Shadow Ball. As he will look to clear downfield. He had an open net in front of him, but he couldn't put it in. Still, though, offense. Dribbling it up, Bromank will beat him to this challenge. Shadow Ball getting back, but Bromank will shoot. He will just get past Shadow Ball here. Just a little bit of speed. And that's enough for Stryker Exile to get their first goal of this game.
And one big thing I've noticed early is Bromank does like to go for some dangerous stuff on offense, but man, are his recoveries immaculate. Even if he's in a bad position, he gets back on the ground, just as I say, gets back on the ground, recovers very quickly, right back on the ball.
So far this game, Shadow Ball has been controlling the boost extremely well. There's been so many moments where Bromank just couldn't get those boosts, and he's left on such low amounts. When he does get boost, he has to use it. Oh my goodness, what a shot. Saved by Shadow Ball. Still has... Bromank went for the surprise shot off that wall. You usually dribble it, but decided to change things up. Do something unique. Here comes Shadow Ball the other way. That's off the crossbar. Oh. Trying to collect the boost, but he's flipped at the wrong moment. Bromank, open net. Will tie things up.
Shadow Ball already with 6 saves here in the first 2 minutes. I know it's 1, so that's not quite, as impressive as in 2s or 3s, but 6 saves already. A lot of pressure from Bromank.
Yeah, but he does tie things up here. Shadow Ball. He's been more accurate with the shots. His chances of board have been more placement and more calculated. Whereas Bromank, he's just been going for shots after shots. He's just throwing the ball in net and seeing if he can get enough power on it. Here comes Bromank, another chance. As he's been going for a lot of these immediate shots here on Shadow Ball. I'd like to see him go for more dribbles, especially bounce dribbles. Haven't seen a lot of that from these players. Bounce dribbles, if you do them well enough, they're unsavable. There's a reason why O'Khaled was considered the best player in the world, and he only did bounce dribbles.
Yes, and I love that you say that, because it's actually something that I've been trying to implement a lot more into my game. It takes too much time to get a normal dribble. Usually, especially in ones, by the time you get it on your car, as Shadow Ball gets the lead back here, usually by the time you actually collect the ball, you're being insta challenged or it's very readable. It's much more fluid to just go directly into the bounce dribble, and you have so many options coming out of it.
Well, I know Eclipse trying to turn things around here. Stryker Exile. I mean, at this point last game, it was also super close. There was, I don't know, there was not really much separation at all between these between Shadow Ball and BZO as Mike dribbling here. Gonna put it off the sidewall, looking for a demo on Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball got jumpy. Bomank here, saved by Shadow Ball. He's had to go backwards. But again, look at Shadow Ball. Look at how much boost he's held. Has so much. He didn't even go for that corner boost. He'll take this boost instead. He gets past Bomank. A bit of a simple play there in the 1v1 book. You learn that one from day one. And it still works even at the highest of levels.
Absolutely, and that's the big thing with ones is the simple stuff wins the games. All the more, the harder mechanics, the more flashy stuff really gets you punished if you don't score on it.
As Bomank trying to take it from his own backfield, beaten by Shadow Ball. Another goal here for Phantom Eclipse. And only a few seconds ago it was 2-2. Now it's a 5-3 difference.
Yep,
Sorry,
that's how quick
difference.
it can change in ones. But still a lot of time left on the clock for Bromank. I'll be interested to see if Shadow Ball takes a page out of Bezio's book and just starts trying to burn that clock off.
I mean, I would expect it. That's usually what you should do. Not at this point, though. Still 100 seconds left. A lot of time. You should still be prioritizing getting goals, playing aggressively. Although obviously he's going to level off a lot sooner than he would usually because he's got such a good lead for himself. Bromank, though, on it, looking for the bump on Shadow Ball. Right now for Bromank, his 1v1 plays are just too telegraphed. Shadow Ball can tell what he's doing. He saw that he was going for the demo there, and it made it where he had a lot of time to recover from that. But a demo here from Bromank. He'll take it down the other side of the field. Shot. Goal here. 5-3. He'll get one back. For Shadow Ball, he should start thinking about trying to waste some time, but this lead is not very stable.
No, it's not, and especially with how crazy kickoffs can go and how quickly you're able to score in ones. It's definitely got to be getting a little bit nervous now. When he was up 3, okay, that's good, but 2 goals with over a minute left, still a lot to play here in this ones match.
Roman could change things very quickly, but I need to see him do a little better on this offense. Again, it's too obvious what he's doing. And it just seems like he just doesn't know what to do on 1v1s offensively. As he gives up a ball here. This was not great from bad defense. He didn't overcommit. His offense just didn't create anything, and I think that's become his biggest issue this game.
And the scoreboard shows it 10 saves for Shadow. It's not like most of those were very, very simple saves. It's not like he's saving crazy shots or anything like that. Just, very, very easily telegraphed.
As Bomank here misses this in front of his own net, Shadow Ball will wait. We'll let him make his own doom. And another goal, Phantom Eclipse. We mentioned a 3-goal lead, maybe that was going to go away. Now it's a 4-goal lead with less time remaining. Still time left, though. That's the crazy part about this. This kind of a scoreline is only comebackable at this game mode.
Yep, absolutely. It's very, very rare that you would still have a chance in 3s and even in 2s, which is a little easier to score in than 3s.
A lot easier scoring on 2s. There's in 3s, you get suffocated so well. There's so many different people.
No space.
In ones,
exactly.
It's all about the space and how you use it. As this series looks like it'll tie it up, going to an all-important final game here. We decide who will get the first point. As now Bomank, trying to see if he can get 1 goal left. Do you think Stryker Exile is going to change up the players?
I think so, and I'm very curious to see if we see a 3rd player come in right here, if we see Aidenator come in, or if they go back to Bezio, since he did get a win and pretty convincingly in game 1.
I don't know if I would say convincingly, but he did get the win, and he was able to hold off Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball now doing the same to Bromank, as Phantom Eclipse, the point here, and Momentum, we know who they're going to play again. You know they're going to play Shadow Ball again, but who's going to be his opponent? That's the real question. There's a lot of options here.
I have a feeling it's going to be Aidenator.
I mean, if it is Aidenator, I mean, it makes sense he's here. Why wouldn't it be him? But It may not. He may just be here to
Exactly.
watch the series unfold.
And
As game 3 here. This will decide the points.
a pretty crazy stat here. Not only did Shadow Ball win 7-3, he had more saves than shots. 11 saves and only 10 shots, still able to win by 4.
Yeah, I mean, Stryker Exile, if they're going to play a 1v1 player, Bromank's shooting is just not good enough. His offense is very obvious what he's trying to do. And Fabrizio, he played a lot better. His offense was more creative. He seemed like he had more control of the ball. Now on game 3, we'll see if they play him. Or if they will play Aidenator. Have both those as options. As a little fun. It looks like it might be Bizio, unless they're doing that same thing that they did in game 1.
And you never put it past them. You know they like to have fun out there.
Well, it looks like it will be Bizio. They're going to bring him back in. He won game 1, but in Shadow Ball, take him down here. Get the first point for Phantom Eclipse.
Quick fake kickoff there from Bizio. Like to see it. They're taking your advice to switch up the kickoffs.
Oh, an overcommit here from Bizio. Used a lot of boost to go for a bit of a flashy play, but again, he gets back. That's all that matters. If you can recover, that's a good thing here. Oh my goodness, Shadow Ball. That's a really smart play from him there. Bizio got completely fooled here from Shadow Ball. He totally expected him to shoot it up towards the net right there. Then when Shadow Ball turned around, Bizio jumped out the back wall. That's immediately when he turned right back and went for the shot. Such a smart play there from Shadow Ball to get Bizio jumping down in a place where he couldn't make a save.
Absolutely. So tough to come off your own backboard, land, and be able to make a play, especially in ones when your opponent knows you're in an awkward position. He's going to put it right on net.
Oh, and he's just done it again, Shadow Ball. Just bait him out. That's going to go all the way. Oh, my goodness. That shot was from the whole other side of the field. Look at this. Bizio was so convinced that he was going to beat him to that challenge. He went for it. And Shadow Ball caught him on it. I love this. Getting in the mind of Bizio here, Shadow Ball. Another goal for him.
And already up 2-0 again. We know it's a long game, but I'm kind of wondering if Shadow Ball is feeding off the momentum of coming back, taking game 2, and looking to come back down 1-0 and actually win this series.
With how close these games have been, momentum can mean a lot. Bizio on the other side of the field. Off the back wall. Shadow Ball will clear, and now Bizio tried to use that corner to catch Shadow Ball on a bit of a miss, and still he'll still get a goal here on him, catching Shadow Ball, pushing up a little too aggressively. As again, he's trying to fool him there, then he didn't go for the challenge there. Smart play, letting Shadow Ball panic a little bit. You can see that he was behind the ball from Shadow Ball's POV. That's why he went for the ball so aggressively there, because he thought that Bizio might challenge.
Exactly. He was going for the dunk right there, and an extremely impressive fake challenge from Bizio leads to an open net, and he does not take any time, immediately puts it in.
As he went for the bump there, Shadow Ball down the other side of the field. Should have just shot that one. He could have beaten Bizio on that. Now he's got low boost. He'll put it towards the back wall. Bizio, if he's smart, he'll take that corner boost first. Leaves it instead. Shadow Ball still doesn't go for him. And now space for Bizio. Waiting, faking, shooting, and scoring. Again, you can see this. The fake challenges, the fake plays.
Yep.
These guys are just getting in each other's minds. I love it.
Yep, big brain plays, and that's what ones is all about. And honestly, those are the type of plays I love to see even in 2s and 3s, and that's why solid ones players make such good teammates.
Well, using that ball, using the mechanics in small spaces is what these guys are good at. Now Shadow Ball the other way. Gets the bump on Bizio. Wasn't really what he wanted. He didn't get the height he wanted either. Instead,
he'll take it, though.
he got just enough, though. Because Bizio tried to wait under his challenge. So the fact that he actually jumps low there actually got it to where he could beat Bizio. Because on a challenge like that, it's really, really tough because you kind of have to guess. Players will do one or two things. They'll either jump immediately, try to go for the high challenge, or they'll go low and they'll try to wait it out. He tried to wait it out there, but the fact that the jump was so low actually helped him in that chance. As demo here will favor the team that the ball is closer to, and that will be Bizio. Now, dribble play, can he tie things up? Going for it, looking for the pop, but Shadow Ball will dunk him. Back the other way, the head is open for Shadow Ball, and he won't miss. He'll get himself a 2-goal lead.
And I like the use of the bounce dribble there by Bizio, but Shadow Ball waited back the last couple times. This time he said, you know what, I'm going to throw an early challenge on it. He kind of had him read right there. Sends it right into the net.
Yep. Changing things up, that's what these players are really good at. Shadow Ball able to fake around. He started this game off a bit more passive. Now he's starting to become more aggressively as off that wall. Caught BZO and a cardinal rule in 1v1s. You never take the boost over going for the challenge.
Yep, and it's so dangerous going into your corners, especially so deep as to where the big boost is. And right there, we see he gets punished for it.
Well, this series, we continue to carry on. Mind, this is only the first of 3 separate matchups. There's the 1v1 section. There will be a 2v2 best of 5 coming up right after this. And then after that, there will be a 3v3 best of 7. Shadow Ball missed the shot here. BZO will demo him. Now he's got some space, some room, and Shadow Ball doesn't have a lot of boost. He's not even going to spawn on the right side he wanted to spawn on. BZO will score in the open net. He might try to make a comeback here with half the game remaining.
Yes, still a lot of time here. And yeah, unfortunate for Shadow. Spawns on the wrong side of the field. That is the one place that luck is involved in this game, and it's where you spawn at after a demo.
BZO in the corner. If he uses more demos, that could be a way to beat Shadow Ball. Oh, okay, that's actually really well placed from BZO. I mean, I thought he bossed this play a little bit. As he put this pop up, it was a little too high for himself, so he really didn't know what he was going to do with it. Instead, he just went for the shot behind Shadow Ball. Saw that back corner poking out just a little bit, and he took advantage.
Yeah, very good placement there from BZO, and just like that, he goes from being down 3 to only down 1 over the course of about 20 seconds.
Shadow Ball. Oh, he's going to be challenged by BZO here. Shadow Ball taking him to the sidewall. He'll get the mid boost. Trying to run away here because BZO will threaten those demos. That's the one thing Shadow Ball hasn't really done so well, has been going for demos. He hasn't really incorporated it all that much. Unlikely he'll ever do it, as he's going to go for a solo play here. He's going to go up to the ceiling. The ball's in front of him. He's got a really good setup. Shot play. It's high. It's just a little bit off the crossbar. But again, he's able to recover. That's all that matters in plays like that, if you're the attacking player.
Absolutely, and both of them now working off the wall than the ceiling.
Ground pinch?
I like it though. They come, even though they're coming from the air, they bring it down to the ground just to make sure they're not overcommitting themselves and force themselves to make a miraculous recovery.
BZO with control. The big challenge on the Shadow Ball there. Hope that he was going to challenge up for the pop play, but no, he just hit the ball instead. And now BZO's got low boost. He's got to be careful. Shadow Ball is going to be able to go up with the ball again. But you can see here, changing it up, kicking a dribble instead. BZO immediately challenged. And just like Bromac, it's too obvious here. Shadow Ball will catch you every single time you challenge when you really shouldn't be. This is another example where BZO just a bit foolish and a bit overconfident in his own abilities.
Absolutely, and Shadow Ball doing a really good job of switching it up, really using his brain and making it very tough for anybody to read him out here.
Now BZO, back wall, in front, like the weight here, going up with it, gonna get the shot, he gets through. Ooh. Shadow Ball. BZO feigns a misplay here. You saw this pop up, it was so high, but that's what he wanted. He wanted it to be high, he wanted Shadow Ball to challenge. He knew he could still get to him, beat him out at the end. About putting in misplays, putting in little bits of information that your opponent might take and might perceive differently than what it actually is. The real threat there from BZO was his challenge. Now off the kickoff, back wall, in front, he misses! Shadow Ball with an open net in front of him. He'll score this. BZO had the opportunity, but instead Shadow Ball will turn it around on him.
And that's just how fast ones is. And I believe that's why I have so much trouble playing it, because it makes me angry. One tiny mistake goes from you should have scored to it's going into your net, and that can be so frustrating.
Well, now BZO has to make a pretty incredible comeback here. Shadow Ball went for the delayed kickoff, tried to win possession. Instead, you have to contend with BZO here, who is just waiting. And he gets under him. Oh!
Big fake.
Big fake here from BZO. I don't know if that was what he was intending. He didn't really have full control of the ball here. I think his intentions were to flick it, but so you saw Shadow Ball go up high. He decided to go for that low 50-50, but I mean, fortunately for him, Shadow Ball missed. Because if Shadow Ball didn't miss that, he was winning that challenge anyways, because the ball was not in front of the car like BZO wanted. A bit fortunate there from him. But Stryker Exile now really close to maybe tying things up. We haven't gone to overtime yet. Do you think this matchup might be able to have one? Overtimes are rare in ones, but they do happen. When they do, man, they can be tense. As Shadow Ball Oh my
Oh,
goodness, again, BZO, overconfident there. Pushed up
and
way too aggressively.
if I would have answered 5 seconds earlier, I would have said yes, I could see an overtime coming, but gonna make it very tough to force an overtime here with only 23 seconds left. Bizio definitely playing against the clock.
And now BZO has to play ultra aggressive. There's so little time remaining. He needs 2 goals here in these final seconds. Gets past Shadow Ball though. This could be a chance for one. Shadow Ball having to move backwards. Awkward. BZO will put in a 7th goal. Wait a second. There's still a lot of time remaining. 14 seconds. It really relies a lot on this kickoff because if Shadow Ball wins it, he could ground this series here.
Absolutely, and Bizio is gonna have to be aggressive. I love the aggression right there. He knows what he has to do. Goes out, performs perfectly, picks up a quick goal. Now we're ending just 10 seconds and he needs one more.
Intentionally lost that kickoff to take it back to his own corner. BZO challenged by Shadow Ball. He's got to have a cover, but Shadow Ball will end the series here. And it will be Phantom Eclipse to get the first point.
Yeah, Shadow Ball really putting the nail in the coffin here. 3 seconds left. No matter how it goes, I don't think BZO can force overtime here. They would have to pinch both kickoffs directly into the
That's
net.
impossible, unfortunately. And you can see
Yeah,
Shadow Ball, just in case it happened, went for a literal kickoff that you never go for, just to make sure the ball didn't move anywhere. Game
exactly.
1, Series 1 goes to Phantom Eclipse here in the 1v1. As
And
we're gonna go immediately to that best of 5. We're just gonna take a quick break. Make sure we're not gonna take a quick break. We're gonna go immediately into it. But yeah, good 1v1 here. First point will go to Phantom Eclipse, as they had to win 2 games in a row. On the backs of their captain as well. What a good start for him.
BZO let him know in chat. He said, "Just you wait for the twos." So they're ready to come back and take a point away from. Excuse me, tie it up.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to if they want to have a chance to win the match. This matchup tonight. Again, as only the first of 3 separate events, we got a 2v2 best of 5. As we waiting for people to jump on in here. As no chat, raids are available. You guys should be able to raid me. I do not have raids disabled. As we're gonna go back in game here because both teams, I think they're ready for that 2v2. We'll give them the go ahead. How do you feel? That 1v1 was tense, really. It was
really
close at the end, but I mean, ultimately, Shadow Ball wins. We're gonna see him, I think, play it again. I would be surprised if he doesn't.
Yeah, Shadow Ball. One thing I question, and I think Stryker having some fun with it. But I definitely question switching out BZO after winning game 1. I do think we're waiting on one player from Phantom because we have 3 Stryker players in here, but only Shadow Ball.
As yeah, we're just waiting here. I don't know if they forgot, but 1v1's are best of 3. They got the first point. They forgot about it. Yeah, I told them before the series that we're just gonna go immediately into these 2s and 3s matches, get it done, get everything up quickly and securely. As I'm gonna make sure I get that new prediction coming for you guys. Put your points on who you think will win the 2v2. You're gonna have a lot of time to do predict.
And here we go, game 2. Stryker have to win this one.
Interesting choice of introduction there from Octane, the man, the myth, the poo-poo. Well, we're here for 2s. It will be the 1v1 players playing. I mean, I think we expected that. Literally, the 3 players that all play 1s are in this lobby. The only player that hasn't been in the lobby yet is Octane. He's now joining in, meaning that he is now playing for the first time today in this matchup, 2v2. A whole different game mode, but again, very similar in a lot of ways to 1s. You do have teammates, and you need to utilize them, but a lot of the playstyle is exactly the same. You take your opponent's boost, and you really rely on those solo mechanical abilities to be able to get your team going.
Absolutely, and I hope Octane
I say that, and then there's a pass. And then there's a pass.
Big pass from Bromank to Bizio there. I love to see the team play. But yeah, you're exactly right. There's going to be a lot of bumps, a lot of boost stills, a lot of 1v1 situations. And I have to wonder if Octane, hopefully I'm sure he was in free play keeping his hand warm, because both players for Stryker were just playing, so they're definitely warm and ready to go.
Yeah, the thing about Phantom Eclipse is they're a really solid team when it comes to the individual players playing. But working as a team, it's a different thing. I think this Stryker team was known for it during the regular season of the Skyward series. They're known for how well they work together. As that demo play almost graded a goal, Bizio just needed to put it on target and he was unable to do so. But I think for Phantom, you're going to be seeing a lot more solo efforts from them, a lot more relying on each other to do kind of solo plays. Whereas for not Overcast, that was their last name. For Stryker, I think we're going to see a lot more team plays. I think that's going to be the main difference we see.
Absolutely, and I have to make a note of how big brain Bromank is. He double commits with BCO on offense last time and actually just continues on for the demo. I think it actually threw BZO off. He had to do a U-turn to try to shoot that, and that's why he missed.
It's Bromank now up off the corner. BZO waiting. It's only one goal here for Stryker as he's bumped off the play. The right thing to do in the one-goal situation there. You don't always need to go for the ball. Sometimes you just have to go for the player with the ball, and it will work. Another bump as Phantom Eclipse trying to get the ball out, but right now just suffocated because this Overcast team, right now, both of the players are holding this line very firmly. That line is, generally speaking, the midfield, but it's also the 16-yard box. You don't see Phantom Eclipse breaking in there for more than maybe a second.
Absolutely, and a lot of offense starting out here for Stryker. They only have 3 shots compared to Phantom's 2, but a lot more pressure. As we say it, they're still flirting with the net. Bromank, nice little fake in the corner.
Yeah, speed will also be a factor. Octane to Shadow Ball, saved by BZO. As Bromank misses this, should be offense here for Phantom. Octane off the corner, infield. BZO's awkward. Oh, he's going to put it in his own net. That will tie things up. It's been a very low-scoring 2v2, which is fair to say, but these teams have really played good defense until now. For BZO, that pressure is just a little too much. He was caught outside of his line.
Yeah, very, very tough there. I believe he was trying to pinch it off his own backboard, possibly.
I think he was just trying to throw it off his own, like off the post in his near side.
Yeah, just trying to keep it out of the net.
Just get it away.
Exactly. Just trying to keep it out. I know he did own goal, but had he not hit that ball, it would have been a guaranteed.
It would have been a goal anyways. He had to make at least some sort of contact on it, unfortunately for him. He was caught too far out of his own net. Now Octane trying to take the lead here, but BZO will save it. And what's common in 2v2s is 2v1 situations. We're going to see a lot of those, I think. As we just saw one there. Bromank now dropping it down off the cross for BZO. Ooh. And that is an aggressive play, but it will work out in Stryker Exile's favor.
And, you know, I noticed it in ones, too, from both Bromank and BZO. They have no problem putting it all on the line and getting in a situation where they either score or get scored on because they're just so aggressive.
Well, they get the lead right back. Bromank here. Off the kickoff. Octane can't get the challenge in time. Shadow Ball up. Clears it away. Octane with control. It's going to bounce off this back wall. Infield for Octane, but he won't get that read. He'll roll itself upward. A pinch from Stryker Exile. Maybe get another goal. Oh, what a touch here from BZO, but Bromank himself caught in the same position. They retreat back. And Phantom Eclipse trying to up this pace a little bit. To see if they can get a goal back, because with how low scoring this game has been, time is not on their side right now.
When they go for a pinch right in front of the net, and I have to say both teams doing a really good job of either taking solo possession or passing the ball. Not really much throwing the ball away here as BZO fakes the musty, I believe, and just lets it roll in.
I don't even think he faked it. I think he just, didn't have the right correct setup, because I think he went for the flick there. He just, didn't do it very well, and so that's what faked out the last defender. Him not actually doing the musty flick actually helped his team, which is pretty funny because yeah, he did not hit that musty flick how he wanted to, but it's still a goal. I mean, he'll be happy with that. And so far, Stryker Exile currently have scored 4 goals this game.
Ooh, trying to make it. Oh, right, because he owned goal. I was wondering, make it 5. I was wondering. I was like, hold on, I think but no, you're exactly correct. All 5 goals scored by Stryker here.
BZO scored all 5 as well.
Yeah.
He scored all the goals. Well, I guess he can tell you that he's had a pretty strong scoring accuracy. He's at 5 for 6. No, I'm joking. That's a little much. As now back the other way, Octane trying to get the first goal for someone who's not named BZO. Octane. The Shadow Ball shot. BZO with the save. He's saying, no, I'm the only one who can score on myself. as he looks for the dribble out. Bumped by Shadow Ball. Oh, look, there's a demo from Bromank. And now Shadow Ball's caught in an awkward position. Octane waiting back. Right now for Phantom Eclipse, they're going to have to really reanalyze their play because Game 1 has not looked good for them. I mean, it was close, but for them, their offense just is not enough. They aren't able to hold possession against this Stryker Exile team. I just called them Stryker Elite. Stryker Exile, different E name.
And yeah, I really think that Stryker has just kind of outpaced them a little bit. They have, you know, pretty aggressive and just really fast, recover quickly, back on defense, just simply outpaced them.
Oh, that's going to be Game 1 on the books for Stryker Exile. As they're going to go for an interesting fake kickoff here. I don't know why they're doing that. I think we might see one more goal here, though. BZO does not want to see it go in. I might actually want it for Stryker Exile. That's what's funny about twos. You can keep the ball up for a very long time. Up for BZO. Octane will challenge him here. We'll look to get that second touch and maybe try to drop it. Wait a second. Offense back the other way for Phantom. Okay, no, he'll let it drop. Stryker Exile will take Game 1 here. As Puska coming in with the rate of 5. Thank you, Puska. We got an interesting show match here for you guys. We got Stryker Exile, Phantom Eclipse playing. You just had a 1v1 best of 3. For Phantom Eclipse, they took that one 2 games to 1. I got a best of 5. What happens is, whoever can win 2 out of the 3 series, these guys will also play best of 3 best of 7, by the way. Whoever wins 2 out of the 3 series tonight will be the winners. Yeah, they're fun show matches here. And I also got ZenZero with me. Great guy as always.
How you doing? I know Posca. Posca actually casted for me in my IGL career back in those tier 6, tier 4 days.
Ooh boy, tier 6.
Hey.
I wasn't even playing an IGL at that point.
I'm glad I did because I was able to be a back-to-back champion. But as I said, once I got up to tier 3 and tier 2, I found out it's not quite as easy up there.
No, it's a lot more difficult than tier 3, tier 2. It relies a lot less on just you being a good player and more on your team working well together. And also just mental fortitude as well is so important. At that level as well as... Demos here from Phantom Eclipse, putting a Bromank in a weird situation. Another bump! Octane will put it in! Shadow Ball getting aggressive! And it's Octane to score first on the Aquadome.
And that's exactly what I'd like to see him do. Get dirty. He gets not only a demo, but also a bump. You know, he removed both players from the play right there. And that's exactly what they need to do. If they can't keep up with the pace of Stryker Exile, they're going to have to make it a dogfight.
They just went for a Spanish kickoff there, seeing the players trying to go for the bump on that last defender. And the other one is staying very far back. That's a kickoff. Generally, most teams, you only see them do it whenever they have to get a goal. So seeing them play it here in the regular play, I think it conveys just how Stryker Exile is feeling. They're pretty relaxed. They're unfazed even with the goal against them. As offense here, Octane waiting, but Bromank will get the dunk. Infield, out to BZO! And then Bromank with a little touch just to pass it outward to his friend who currently has had all the goals for his team. Except one.
What a play. Except one. What a play from Bromank there. Really makes it awkward for Shadow Ball. Very, very easy shot for BZO.
And that's what you want to do in twos. You want to make it as easy as possible for your opponents to score. Because, you know, if the easier the shot is, obviously the more likely it will go in. But also just because you want to make sure if you can get goals, you make those shots easy. You don't want to have difficult shots, especially on offense. As Octane here, dribble play, one-on-one with BZO, gets the flick past the 1v1 player. And now the lead back in Phantom Eclipse's favor as a small error, it's very similar to one's, a little error can create big problems.
Yeah, and Octane, what a good job of slowing the play down and then immediately banging it with a quick little flick there. I don't even know what's that called right there. He just popped up and flipped into it, but really, like I said, slowed it down with the pop-up and then banged it right on net.
Now back the other way. Bromank had an open net. He probably should have scored that one. Octane with the clear out. BZO will still collect it. Still offense here. Stryker Exile can still get a goal from this. Although BZO is going backwards on this dribble. And Octane will challenge it. He saw BZO losing control and that's when he knew he could challenge. Bromank misses this. BZO looking for the clear. Shadow Ball. And hit it out the corner. Infield play towards Octane. But he doesn't want to challenge. He doesn't want to overcommit here. Very easy to do that in 2v2s because you can get overconfident as that second player. Because there is so much space for you. You just need to be careful with how you use it as a second defender. Not taking any unnecessary risks. Twos is a game mode you want to be relatively pessimistic if you're that last defender.
Right, absolutely. Of course, that does change as you know, if you're down a few goals with not much time left. But yeah, especially you're up 2-1, no reason to overcommit as second man.
Now, still searching for another goal is Stryker Exile. Shadow Ball infield, but Bromank will take a dribble here. He's got a little 1v1 play against Octane. Goes for the 50-50 instead. Ned's looking open. Shadow Ball and 1-on-1 with Bizio. I think we've heard that story before. Though nothing happened from that play. Shadow Ball misses this. Should be a chance for a Stryker Exile, but Bromank sitting back. Well said. Wait a little bit. Delay for that challenge. Octane. No shot here. Trying to put it in the corner. Trying to make it awkward here for Phantom. As time starting to tick away pretty quickly here. Shadow Ball. Dribble into the corner. Bizio challenges Octane. And he was sent there by Bromank. Shadow Ball will out of control, but you can see Stryker Exile trying to force Phantom Eclipse to overcommit. Trying to catch them. Jumping at challenges. Trying to bait them out here. They've done it here. Bizio saved by Octane. Bromank. With control. Flicks it. You can just try to remove Shadow Ball from this play. We'll bump him. Shadow Ball still gets back to it. Now it's Octane with the clear. No follow-up. Bromank will wait. Get the play here. Was the last defender for Shadow Phoenix. Sorry, Phantom Eclipse, but they're fine anyways. Bizio. Hit by Octane. Both teams going back and forth, but a goal will come though. It will be Octane. An overcommit from Stryker Exile. They were playing so well at maintaining their offense, but Bromank here hesitated when he went for that challenge.
And it's very clear that Phantom Eclipse definitely knew they were outpaced in game one. They've kind of turned the volume up, you know, and they kind of turned it up, and they're playing much faster here and looking to seal game two, make it a 1-1 series.
Coming into these matches, I didn't know if it were going to be this close, but who knows if we go all of our matches to the final game. That'll be a very fun day. Here's shot here. Oh, Octane on the line. They had to jump up in time to get that one. The ball was halfway into the goal, but gets the save anyways. Phantom Eclipse keep their 3-1 lead, but offense again for Exile. Bizio, a little spin on that. No one's in front of the net. I don't know why he waited there. Bizio had an open net to shoot at. I don't know what he thought was going to happen with waiting, but he still gets the goal anyways. But interesting decision there from Bizio to delay on his shot.
I assume he must have thought that somebody was coming to challenge a little earlier, wanted to get a little bit of a flashy fake. Ended up working against them, but they're still able to score pretty quickly after.
Yeah, they recover so quickly to that ball. Oh my goodness! Ooh. Oh, Bromank gets a save. That was actually really well played from Phantom Eclipse, but Stryker Exile will still take advantage of it.
And immediately score, and you know, you don't see it a lot in threes. We were just talking about it in ones, but really interesting to see here if Phantom Eclipse are able to stay positive, not get demoralized, because they were pretty much scoring about the a 2-goal swing there. They went from pretty much going up 2 goals to being tied up in a matter of about 3 seconds there.
Infield to Shadow Ball, and that's another play where they've overcommitted, but again, the bump plays working in favor. Shot saved by Bizio. We're seeing a lot of bumps here from Phantom Eclipse. They just send one player straight to the net. They're not even trying to hide the fact that they are just going for players here. Making it very clear what they're doing. Bizio. Still Bizio. Waiting. Delaying. Wanted the bump from Bromank to come in time, but it didn't. Now he's going to make a save here. Really had to reach to that one. There's a miss from Octane. And now offense for Stryker. Bromank. Taking his time. Flick. Couldn't get past Octane as he fake challenges here. Bromank. Trying to pass it in field.
Yeah,
ball with some
it.
Control.
Phantom Eclipse definitely going bump heavy here, and it seems like Stryker might be giving them a taste of their own medicine. Kind of, realizing that they are going bump heavy, starting to throw some bumps to their own. But I have to say, both teams on defense displaying amazing patience. There were a lot of times that they were in very, very nerve-wracking situations, and they could have easily panicked, but instead they remained calm, kept their composure. Just like that right there, Bizio has possession.
Yeah, keeping that cool on the in back for 2v2s is important, because in that last defender, there's going to be a lot of situations where you're stuck all alone. You need to be able to not be flustered by that. In threes, you can maybe rely on having another teammate, but in twos, it's sometimes just you! Oh, Knockin', it's just him here to take game two for Shadow, I keep calling him Shadow, Phantom Eclipse.
And yeah, now we're tied up here in this best of five. Phantom really opened up early, a lot faster paced, going for a
Yeah.
lot of demos, a lot of bumps. I think that it shook Stryker up a bit, but I feel like Stryker did start to make the proper they adapted properly, I should say, and I think we're gonna see them come out pretty
But how
strong
long
here in
this
game
series
three.
is lasting, I think you're not gonna be able to see the end of it.
Possibly. I hope so. I hope so. So
Because 20 minutes, guys, to end the series. 20 minutes.
right? Just no, but it's okay. Hopefully I do because very interesting series so far.
Game 3 here. This is a pretty important matchup. Gets you match point. As both these teams lining up again. That's a big win there for Phantom Eclipse. Off the kickoff, Bromac looking for the clear. He went for the victory instead. A risky play there, back as the last defender, but relied on himself. He knew he could do it. And now no boost. Octane, the control. Big challenge on Bromac. Shadow Ball to come on through to try to clean it up. It's far down and going Shadow Ball. He went for a double touch, and now Bezio clears. Octane with control. Phantom Eclipse doing so well. Shadow Ball went up for an aggressive play, and I liked what I saw from Octane. Able to keep control, waste out time for his player, because as the last defender, it's 2 and freeze as well. Your job a lot of times and often just to make sure that your teammates can get back in time when your opponents are able to break out.
Exactly. Just buy enough time that your teammates can get back in position and get you out of a rough 1v1, 2v1, whatever it is.
Bromac, control, gets over Shadow Ball. Again, Octane relied as that last player. But a great 50-50. Now towards the net. It's a Shadow Ball to the net. Phantom Eclipse. Caught Stryker Exile on transition. And it's Octane with a nice little light touch. And Shadow Ball to pop it right over Bezio.
And I really wonder how much game one was a filling out process for Phantom Eclipse, because they seem to be a lot more passive. Weren't going for quite as many demos and not as fast paced as they are now. And man, they have really turned it up a notch.
Off the back wall. Octane. It's the field. Bromac will hold it. Now looking for a dribble all the way. Bromac. Oh, and it will go in. Beautiful from Bromac. From the midfield to ground to air dribble. And he keeps it so close that the challenge is he just goes right through it.
And I think the last player it touched was Shadow Ball there. And again, another opportunity squandered there. Shadow Ball went back to grab the big boost, I believe. And Octane put a nice pass mid that was wide open. Nobody there to receive it. Turns into a quick goal for Stryker.
And a quick goal here for Phantom Eclipse. It's Octane, the other side of the field. Off of this pass from Shadow Ball. I like the vision from Shadow Ball. He was getting challenged on both sides by Stryker Exile players. Knows that there's a teammate of his that's available, and he will pick him out. Octane will retake the lead here for Phantom Eclipse. They always seem a little bit ahead here. As I'm already coming in from Brambo. Thank you so much, Brambo. How was your stream, my friend? Was it a good stream for you? Hopefully it was a good stream. We're here with a show match, with some show matches. How this going will work is, we just had a 1v1 best of 3 a while ago. That Phantom Eclipse won, that's why they're currently 1-0. For Stryker Exile, and Phantom Eclipse are currently in a 2v2 best of 5 as another goal for Phantom Eclipse here. And after this, we'll have a best of 7 for threes. Whoever wins 2 of the 3 series first will win the whole thing.
And man, Phantom Eclipse really coming alive. Absolutely looking like a different team from game one. I'm really confident in saying that game one was a filling out process for them. They weren't too worried about dropping it. They made the proper adjustments, and now it's on Stryker to make those adjustments.
In front play, Octane with the clear, and a double commit here from Stryker Exile. Shadow Ball recovers quickly, but not faster than Bezio, who will get demoed on the play. He slowed a little bit to go up the back wall, and now chance here for Phantom, but Octane misses. Shadow Ball towards the net. He'll beat Bromac on that one.
And yeah, Octane's lucky his teammate bailed him out right there. I believe he was trying to place that ball. He saw the defender coming in, just completely misses. And a lot of times, those misses, when you're not expecting them, can really throw your brain for a loop, and I hate it that a mistake turns into something good for them. But yeah, Shadow Ball doing a really good job of immediately seeing his teammate miss, getting up, putting it right on net.
That's the aggression of Phantom Eclipse this game. Talked about Stryker Exile not being afraid to challenge in the 1v1. Well, Phantom Eclipse, it just seemed like Shadow Ball in this game, in this mode especially, he has no fear being aggressive. 50-50, out to the side wall. As long as Phantom Eclipse hold this, they'll lead the series 2-1. As Stryker Exile trying to prove that they're a well-rounded team right now against Phantom Eclipse, who are a very well-rounded team. They're struggling a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I think they just need to kind of evaluate what's going right, what's going wrong, and make those proper adjustments as Bizio slows it down, places it behind the defender. I love the shot placement from both of these teams. Shadow just creeps up just a little bit, which he had to, or Bizio would have just put it far left in a tough spot there.
4-2 the scoreline. The kickoff from Stryker Exile, they've been more willing to go for those. Good away, Bizio. I think he tried to infield pass that to Bromek, but that was nowhere near his target. As Stryker Exile, okay, Bizio with the fake challenge. Over Octane, going the distance. Over, but not through Shadow Ball. As now Bromek.
Fake me.
Yeah, now Bromek's gonna get a goal from the Doomsday Dish. Stryker Exile, not out.
After a little team bump there, Bromek recovers on 0 boost with the Doomsday. Wow.
Love plays.
Again, it just goes to show the composure of these players.
Yeah, gotta love players like that. As another fake kickoff. Oh my god, that almost... Bromek almost wasn't ready for it. As now, Phantom on offense. Shadow Ball, I think he may have wanted to shoot that one. He was close, but ultimately it was going to be a tough angle no matter what he was going to try. Bizio. Looking for the play. A lot of solo plays used from Stryker Exile, especially from Bizio. Can't get through Octane this time, but Bromek still with the ball. Shadow Ball gets the clear, and Octane's got boost. Octane not towards the net. Shadow Ball off the corner. Bromek hits it up high, looking for the dribble. And Octane wasting time, enough time for Shadow Ball to get back. And now it can be a two-man defense, but now it's Bizio over them all. Double tap. Oh, he's just wide. Bromek, open net here. He'll put it in.
Ties it up. What a crazy sequence of events right there. Bizio just early on his double tap. Octane looks like he barely touched it. Maybe with his tire there, doesn't really go anywhere. And Bromek takes the open net. What a comeback here from Stryker Exile in Game 3 in this tied series.
Bromek took his time. Sure, he felt a little bit of pressure on that shot, even though it's one of the easiest we've seen him score in a while. As now, Stryker Exile, if they want to give themselves a good fight, a chance in the series to win multiple of the show matches, they have to win this one. And winning this game would be a good step towards that. Tied 4-4. We went to overtime last game. I think we might see it again, unless Bromek puts this one in. Oh, he misses. Bizio now. Bizio scores. 12 seconds left, and Phantom Eclipse needs to use those 12 seconds wisely.
And that is now 4 uncontested goals from Stryker Exile. And yeah, it does make it hard. One's Phantom Eclipse, the other one's Stryker Exile. It's very easy to mix the E's up. But yeah, they definitely made the proper adjustments. They're 5 seconds from going up 2-1 here in this best of 5.
And they'll let it drop. Stryker Exile now up 2-1 in the series. You know, that for a moment it was going to be a Phantom Eclipse game, but Stryker Exile gave them a run here. Now they have the chance to tie the matches up 1-1. In this next game, they'll go through.
Going to be tough here. We see 7 shots from both, 1 save from both. Very offensive game.
Yeah, a lot more offensive than the last ones as well.
Yes.
Like last games, we were talking about the defense. I'm sorry, I cut you off. We were talking about the defense. But the offense here, as both teams playing with the same players, they have not made changes in this 2v2. They're both confident.
Yeah, both teams do seem confident as these are going to be the best 2s that they can put forward. And here we go with Game 4.
Chance here for Stryker Exile to win this series and make it where that 3v3 best of 7 is all important. Shadow Ball on the sidewall. Phantom Eclipse scored first. They scored a couple goals early in that last game, but ultimately they didn't get the win. And now an overcommit. Oh, Bromek should have turned that one a little better. don't know if he knew the space he had there, but he had a much better chance to just turn for it as he'll take Bizio's goal here and make it himself.
Bromek straight steals it from him.
I know Bromek relatively well. I know that's intentional. He definitely meant to do that.
Oh, you can just tell by him wearing a topper in this that was intentional right there.
And yeah, there you go, the great pass. Yeah, that sells everything.
Absolutely. That's one thing I can tell about Stryker is they like to have fun with it.
Yeah, they're a fun team. These guys with their incredible mentality. They're one of the best teams in the Skyward Series. As Bromek now will double the lead and double his score counts.
And yeah, like I said, you know, they came out strong in game 1, went down game 2, game 3 went down 4-1, and at that point they made the proper adjustments. Now it seems like they are outpacing Phantom once again.
Well, there's still 4 minutes left. Phantom, Eclipse, a team that I think if for them this 2v2 was gonna, the ones in the 2 matches were gonna be the ones I think they had the best chance. 3 is gonna be a lot more difficult because that is what the Stryker Exile team is best known for. Is that 3v3 roster with Aidenator, Phantom Eclipse. This is a team I think the parts are extremely talented as Bromek trying to go the other way. Ooh. Couldn't get past Shadow Ball. As Shadow Ball raced back to make that save. Bizio now. Oh, second touch, Shadow Ball away. Bizio with it close to himself. Bumped by Shadow Ball. Up is Octane. Looking for the clear, it's Bromek. Now in field with the shots going all the way. Bromek's completed his hat trick. And Stryker Exile look to take the series here in dominant fashion.
Absolutely, and Bizio scoring all the goals for them in game 1. Now Bromek says it's my turn, starting with the stolen goal from his teammate. He puts 2 more in, make it 3-0. If they win this, they take this 2v2 series, and it will all come down to the 3v3 best of 7.
Yeah, Bromek. Not past Octane. Chance here for Shadow. Shadow, wow. I'm so sorry, guys. I keep making that mistake. Don't know why. I just called him. I think it's because there's Shadow Ball.
Yep.
And there's a team known as Shadow Phoenix, and I'm mixing them up. It's Shadow Ball who scores. I was right, but not in the way I was thinking I was. As Phantom Eclipse with the goal back. Comeback very possible. They don't even have to work super quickly to get it either.
Absolutely, they can take their time. That was a very crucial goal for them. And as we see in the chat, Shadow Ball dropping a heart for Bromek.
A little demo there. Bromek now. They receive that one with kindness. Looking for the 50-50. Trying to 50-50 this one as well. Shadow Ball on the ball. Now looking for the dribble. Trying to go the distance. Looking for the dunk at the end there. You saw him tilt his car to get a light touch at the end, but I liked what I saw there from Stryker. Instead of trying to hit the ball to the side, they hit just straight through him. Gave it so much power that he couldn't get the dunk that he wanted.
Absolutely, and both teams doing just such a phenomenal job of either finishing their possession or finishing their air dribble with perfect car placement to make sure they get the best 50 possible.
Bromek taking it back. Shadow Ball. Oh, Shadow Ball! An astral pinch! He went for it! What a way to get some excitement in this game!
And we got it. We got to clip that. That is a huge moment. What a pinch from the corner. 2-3 here as we near the halfway mark.
That is a highlight reel goal. Back the other way goes Stryker Exile. But with that, the Phantom Eclipse, they will still go down on goal here. They had that momentum going for them, but Stryker Exile just using the tried and true method. Go for the bump. And it will work for them here.
Absolutely. And that's, I love to see it. As they're building momentum back, they go for a play that's gonna possibly frustrate their opponents, and just removes one from the field, or removes one from the goal there, taking momentum back in their favor. Still up 2 here, but as we say, a great team play. What a pass and what placement from Shadow Ball. They said we're not going anywhere yet.
Octane didn't intend to put the pass there, but Bromek will help him out with that. Bromek went for the challenge the wrong direction, and it went straight to Shadow Ball. Now Bromek, I think he wishes he didn't challenge that one. Yep, Bizio saying he's getting pranked out here. I don't blame him. That looks like it was completely set up by Bromek. As this game's still really close, but Stryker Exile still hold the lead. Another crazy goal from Shadow Ball, and things will change. Pass and fill for Octane. They'll find the tie.
What a play here. Another pinch out of the corner. This time doesn't go straight in, but Octane gets up. Wide open net. You know he's not missing that. 4-4 with 2 minutes left here in game 4.
I said it before, you want to make your life as easy as possible for your second teammate in 2v2s.
And he did that.
He did exactly that. Now, Stryker Exile. Can't let the momentum go against them here. They've been playing so well this game. If they lose it, we know how Phantom Eclipse work with that momentum. So, especially from that 1v1. All it took for them was one game win, and then Shadow Ball just made everything work here as Bizio avoiding his challenge. Octane, double touch, misses. Shadow Ball, saved by Bizio. Bromek, open nets. It's slow, and it's off. Oh, Bromek had so much time. And that one should have gone in. He should have been taking the lead. Stryker Exile still on offense, but the Bizio can't score this one. Infield to Bromek. Bromek stops by Octane. And now Shadow Ball up the other way. It's going with it to Octane towards the net. Bizio with that touch towards the corner with the dribble now. Going the other way. Back and forth. No one has possession for very long. Infield. Shadow Ball with the clear. Octane waiting. Octane can't get the redirect on.
He's trying to clip.
Oh, what a pass. Oh, saved by Bizio.
Bizio does pick up his savior medal here. What an offensive and defensive game here. Both teams really playing their heart out. Neither of them want to give this game up.
And for Phantom Eclipse, they can't give this game up or else the series will be over. Next goal will most likely be the one to win it! Bromek was so close. In the corner, Octane waiting for Bizio, but he doesn't win the challenge. Shadow Ball, though, will help him out get the clear away here. Phantom Eclipse now on offense in the final seconds. Again, all these teams need is a goal. And the series could change drastically. Bromek, 1-on-2, off the back wall. Shadow Ball gets the clear. And now back the other way. Bizio at 0. Octane will ground it overtime. And this one has the series on the line.
What a crazy turn of events here. Exile coming back the last game to get the win. Now we can see if Phantom Eclipse can do it to force a game 5.
This one back, it's over Shadow Ball!
And it does! Oh! So it kind of came back to him. Bromek making the bad 50, leading to the last goal for Phantom, and this time the favor gets returned. Stryker Exile take the 2v2 series.
And you know what? It's perfectly timed as well because we've almost hit the time where you have to leave.
It was perfectly timed, and yes, unfortunately, I do have to run right
Any
now.
last thing? Anything you want to say to the people out there?
No,
Anything
just
else
thank
you
you
want to say?
guys so much. Thank you guys so much for coming and watching this amazing caster, this amazing streamer who is sporty to the
No, you're amazing.
players. Thank you, and thank you guys so much for putting on such an amazing series, both of them so far. I got to go compete a little myself in my basketball league.
He's got basketball.
Yep. Unfortunately, it got rescheduled for tonight, but so I won't be here for this best of 7. But you best believe I'm going to watch the VOD because what a series here.
By the way, 1% of the votes went for Stryker Exile for that 2v2. So, whoever that 1% is, good job for you guys. You get the win. But again, thank you so much for joining, ZenZero. Have an amazing rest of your evening, and good luck in your basketball.
Hey, thank you so much, and thank you for having me. Chat, have a good one. It's going to be an amazing series.
What a night. Now we got a best of 7. It's still me here. It'll be just me for this series. As, we're gonna have to reset the lobby, I forgot. I'm gonna have to make sure I can get the maps right here. Yeah, we're gonna quickly reset the lobby. And we'll get this best of 7 underway very, very soon. It comes down to this. You know, it couldn't have been better written. Literally, a best of 7 3v3 to decide it. What these teams are both best at, but they're both now at the play. Oops. Let me... Hello there. What's good? Oh, I'm doing just fine. Thank you for asking. How you doing, NFX Doom? How's your night been going? Oh, everybody's doing well. Got your last prediction poll of this set of series to go. And guess what? If you predict correctly, you'll also be predicting who will be our overall winners and who will be joining us for the interview. His stuff is putting all his points on one of these teams. That'll be fun. I can tell. I know which team he's voting for. As we'll move it quickly into our graphic here for this best of 7. There we go. Not the right graphic there for the team scores. Both 1 and 1. It was again these teams said it was going to be first to 2 wins. Well, it all comes down to this series. As it looks like it might be. We'll see if what these teams play. I know Aiden is going to be playing. Just waiting on him. You get everybody in, be ready. As there's Octane, it looks like everybody will be ready here for Phantom Eclipse. We'll see who they play. The players that they haven't played yet though are Apop and Current, who are both available for Stryker Exile. Again, they have 2 subs, but I don't believe either of them are available tonight. So we'll get this series underway. These teams really are excited. Let's get this one going. We'll be Shadow Ball, Octane, and Current. So now, yeah, just adding Current to that list. Here we go. Best of 7 underway. As Stryker Exile took that 2v2 matchup in Game 4. Now, this is what these teams are both best at. Saying that though, Stryker Exile known for their 3v3s like a little more than Phantom Eclipse is. This is what I think is going to worry Phantom Eclipse. This series I think is going to be the toughest one for them to win. As infield from Stryker Exile, Current with the save against BZO. Octane missed the ball, but it will Shadow Ball the clear to Octane. Octane towards the net. Bromank will get the clear. With all of the series resting on this, things can change! Oh my, that one just went all the way through. And Aidenator appears on the field for the first time, and he will score very quickly as BZO from the corner catches Current and Shadow Ball, not expecting that one to go towards their nets. And jumping on top of it was Aidenator. This is around GC. All these teams are low to mid GC. GC1, GC2. As a miss from Octane, Current, last one back. Great 50-50 up for Octane, but Current will jump again. BZO from his own net will get the save. Now 50-50 with Shadow Ball. Bromank doesn't get the pinch that he wants. 50-50. BZO, the sidewall. Bromank gets a touch. Aidenator, fake challenging here on Current. A lot of fake challenges. Stryker Exile are a team that is just kind of full of the vibes. That's kind of how they work. They work with the vibes. Things are feeling good. They play super well. There's Octane here, trying to shut them down. A great shot here from Octane. And Phantom Eclipse ties things up in Game 1. So many demos, but it's Octane to emerge from the smoke and get a beautiful shot top right. And with this series, with this best of 3 being a best of 7, sorry, this 3v3 being a best of 7, this could be a long series. As a miss here, oh my, Stryker Exile just committed aggressively. Shadow Ball with an easy net to shoot on. And you saw that one. BZO called for the shot, but just a little late before Bromank came in and got that last touch. And completely baited him out. Phantom Eclipse now take a lead here. Again, I predicted this would be the toughest series for them. But again, they are a strong team. We know that they're a good team. We know that they're insanely talented, but against a team as storied as Stryker Exile, things will not be easy for them. Is BZO with control to the sidewall. Demoed by Shadow Ball. Aidnator challenging. He's still aggressive here for a striker. Looking in field, it's a little too strong. Bromank. Oh, that's way too strong. Bizio was hoping for a light touch because he was following right behind Bromank. And a light pass like that can be so useful because it's so quick. You can be so quick to get on top of it. And you can force the other team to not really expect it, not really see it coming. But his touch was a little too strong there. And it went flying over the space that Bizio had covered. And Stryker Exile. Gonna push the offense. It's Bizio off the corner. Aidnator jumping, but he has no boost. It's Bizio again. Bizio on the ball so often for this team. Hasn't really made anything crazy with it, but he is just on everything. He likes to play near the ball when he has that ability. It's clear from Bromank. Shadow Ball with control. He will be challenged by Aidnator. He'll go up with it. Octane will clear. But Bromank catches currents. Saved by Shadow Ball. Control here for Stryker Exile, but the shooting isn't super threatening. Phantom Eclipse look actually comfortable playing defensively. Bromank with this clear. This is definitely going to be a little weird. Off the back wall, he's got the second touch towards the net. Shadow Ball across the net with the clear. Now he'll control it. Back wall in front for Octane, saved by Bromank. Current here. Not towards net. As he will hold control, get this flick. Backwards for Shadow Ball. And that's a backwards challenge there from Stryker Exile. But again, this is a kind of mentality. They want the challenge so often. They want to be on the ball so often. You see it from BZO, but it's not just him who's challenging. Bromank too, especially, does not like to be far away from the ball here. But Phantom Eclipse find a breakthrough in front for Octane! Aidnator gets the touch instead. Prevents the shot. Prevents insurance for Phantom Eclipse in a part of the game where letting them go up by 2 would just not be, would be very difficult for them to come back from. Infield from Aidnator. Shadow Ball with the clear. Octane going for the bump. Catches BZO, but not in time. McCurran with the free shot here. Bromank jumps inside. Bromank almost caused his team its own issue there. As he hit the ball in front of his own net. Right where Current was waiting. BZO. Aidnator in front of his nets. Clears it away. Shadow Ball holding it. And Phantom Eclipse playing close quarters offense. They are not giving any inch of space here to Stryker. Bromank clears. BZO to tie it up, to go the distance. Octane off his back wall. Current alive in the corner. Bromank keeping it up. Infield. And Eclipse, multiple commits. BZO off the sidewall, but he doesn't get the pinch he wants. Now he's demoed. Bromank can't keep it alive. Phantom Eclipse take game 1. Whew, what a series this could become. Only a 1 goal difference, low scoring. As both these teams, it's a feel-out game. I think we're going to see more goal scoring as the time goes on. We'll be moving to game 2. These teams want to jump back in immediately. Eclipse, I can see why, but for Stryker Exile, they think they had what it took in that game. They want to get that momentum going for them. They think they have something that Phantom Eclipse do not. Maybe they do. We'll find out. Here we go. Back to the kickoff circle. And a miss from Aidnator. Bromank will help his teammate out there. A-Pop. Subbing in this game for Current. An interesting substitution here. Getting A-Pop some time as Bromank on target, saved by A-Pop. See these subs come in and immediately they have to kind of do a lot of work for their team. Haven't seen A-Pop play yet today. There's Stryker Exile. This is the 3 players that are available. Aidnator up. Octane will take that play away from Bromank. He saw Bromank was going to go for that redirect and knew he had the challenge. Now he clears it away. BZO has to get his touch away, but it's not very far. Shadow Ball in the back of the net. And as soon as BZO made that touch, he knew that there's going to be an issue because that one didn't go where he wanted it. He wanted to hit it far away from the net. He realistically should have hit it towards his corner, but he didn't. Shadow Ball will answer and will keep this team honest. Ezio. Off the back wall. Infield for Aidenator. It's not on target. Ezio. Infield past the Bromank. Pinched away by Phantom Eclipse players. And that one almost goes in. Aidenator will get the clear. A-Pop. On the sidewall. He can't jump for this. Now he's got to clear it away. But instead he clears it straight to Ezio. Oh, it's just wide. Phantom Eclipse escaped one there. Now they get the ball away. Offense. Yeah, cleared away by Stryker Eclipse. Demos. Stryker Eclipse are using a lot more of them in the 2v2. It was mostly Phantom Eclipse who got these demo plays. Now this game is Stryker Exile trying to create mayhem. As here, they'll create a goal for themselves, tie the game up. An awkward play for Phantom Eclipse, and that's exactly where Stryker Exile want them to be. (50-50) kickoff. Won by Phantom Eclipse. Octane off the corner. Hoping that Bromank will miss this. He doesn't get a perfect touch. But he has teammates there to rely on. As upfield here from Aidenator. Shot on. He goes under Octane and in. Stryker Exile with a quick swing here. Shadow Ball went in for the challenge. Didn't get it what he wanted. And Octane went for the high challenge, but you saw Aidenator. He saw the play. It wasn't like it was... it was pretty obvious what he was going for. They were trying to challenge the high part of the net. And he just hit the ball lightly. A little tap, and it will go in. Bromank over Octane. Now with control. A-Pop going to challenge Bromank. Shadow Ball. As he's muscling his way through Bromank. They were stuck next to each other. Now Bromank! Oh, he turns immediately for the shot! Everybody thought he was going to leave because he was on 0 boost. But he wasn't. And turns in immediately, catches Octane off guard. Catches Phantom Eclipse off guard. And like that, Stryker Exile. Things back in their own favor. Bromank off the back wall. Shadow Ball will get a flick clear. Aidenator trying to slow things down. Octane retains possession here. Shadow Ball, he's up there with him, but ultimately he'll go back to ground here. Octane with the shot, saved by Aidenator. Stryker Exile, there are these moments on defense where it just seems like they're not on the same page, and you see these weird touches towards the midfield that they make, but there's no one on top of it. Those are those moments. They need to be careful to mitigate those and prevent them from happening. There's now offense versus Phantom Eclipse. Again, one chance, and they got to go back. As A-Pop's lost connection. We'll see if he can reconnect here. As that means Phantom Eclipse will momentarily be playing 2v3. Aidenator towards the net, saved by Octane. Ezio on, bounce shot, going, saved by Shadow Ball. Octane will get it to the corner. Both players have to utilize each other very well there. Get that ball out. Still playing this 2v3 here, Octane. He'll, let's just one away. Ezio. Towards the back wall, Octane. Around the corner, demoed as well. Stryker Exile, all you have to do is let this time tick away. Because without A-Pop, this is going to be really difficult for Phantom Eclipse. You kind of need 3 players. Stryker Exile, they haven't scored yet in a while, but now they will. Oh, no, it's wide. No, they still won't. Octane gets the save. I really thought that Stryker Exile would get the goal there. Phantom Eclipse, just trying to see if they can get a goal. Some demos. Ezio. Space upfield. Bounce behind, but he'll get past them all. Bounces off the post. For Stryker Exile, they're trying to let the time tick away quickly. They want to go to the next game. As for Phantom Eclipse. Tough positioning here for them. Without their player, they're going to be in a tough series. Ezio with a little extra power on that one. Will seal the deal here. Stryker Exile will take game 2. Bromank challenged by Shadow Ball off the back. And a miss here from Aidenator. Octane saved by Ezio. Shadow Ball tried to challenge in. Didn't work out in his favor, Bromank. Little bit of flare off the ceiling. Octane will beat it. This game, Stryker Exile held control. Get a lot better. Is that feel-out process still over? I can't tell, really, but I'm sure the next game will definitely tell us the truth if the feel-out phase is still prevalent in this game, or if this is how Stryker Exile wants to play. But yeah, that disconnect from A-Pop is gonna really hurt things for them. This game will go against them. Stryker Exile means every single series so far they've lost. No, they haven't. They won game 1 in the first in the 1v1. In the 2v2 they lost the game 1 though. The limit drop. This game is game 2 for Stryker Exile. We're gonna go to game 3, and I expect Current will jump back in as A-Pop had some issues with his internet. These teams are ready for that. Here we go, game 3. Best of 7 series, Phantom Eclipse. Trying to make amends. You know, last game they had that disconnect. As yeah, they're gonna be playing with Current this game. I mean, that was who they won with in game 1, so makes sense to go back to him anyways. As Bromank needs to join. There he is. We can get game 3 underway now. Both teams taking a game off each other early in the series. Game 3 is going to be so important in telling how the series will go, if it's going to be one-sided or not. As off the kickoff, oh my goodness, they almost scored immediately there for Stryker Exile. Bromank, all alone. Cleared away by Shadow Ball, but not a very strong touch. Aidenator looking to hold control, but Shadow Ball gets past 2. Now pass in front for Octane. Bromank will stop it from becoming all 3. Aidenator up with the ball towards the back wall, saved by Shadow. Current with the clear. Shadow Ball with the redirect towards the net. Bromank with so much power on that one. Look at it. It ends up in the midfield. And Bizio jumps on top of it. Stryker Exile know each other well. That chemistry can come to play. As Octane clears it outwards. Bizio misses this. There'll still be Aidenator to touch it. Current infield. No one waiting for Stryker Exile or Phantom Eclipse. It'll just go across the net. Dangerously, but it will go across the net. As Bromank upfield, Octane with the clear. Trying to respond back for Phantom Eclipse. Octane again. Will throw it towards nets. Phantom Eclipse, it just feels like they can only really get one shot, and then they're pushed back here. Stryker Exile have such a good transition. That's what they really rely on. And that transition will turn into an odd man rush, a goal as well. As Bromank 50-50, and Bizio with a nice touch over Octane, over his shoulder, and into the back of the net. Bizio will lead it for this game. Aidenator up with it. Has control, pinches it, but Octane will still beat him out to it. In the corner. Stryker Exile with the lead here. They want to get games as quickly as possible. Not because they have to, but because they know that they can. Because they know that as a 3v3 team, they are extremely solid. They work so well together in freeze. But time only tell. They can hold this lead. Bit away. Aidenator will pop it towards the corner. Infield from Bizio to Aidenator. Octane with a touch. Bromank turns around for it. A little late, but he still gets the dunk in the end. Now it's a bouncing ball. Bizio cannot read this one correctly. Shadow Ball clears it. Aidenator, it goes over him and in. Aidenator looked so leisurely jumping up for that one. He took his time as well. And he just misses it. Rift's playing even some of the best of players out here. .50-50. Get back by Bromank. Up off the back wall. Shadow Ball is there. He'll receive it. Looks for the dribble too. Aidinator. Off the back wall in field for Octane, but his shot is going nowhere. And Bromank can control. Not a lot of solo plays so far, but here's one for Bromank. Well, he didn't control that one very well. He seems to have done pretty well at showing up on these solo plays when they have them. You don't usually see them make mistakes like that. And Shadow Ball to the side. Now in field to Octane. And Stryker Exile is giving them that space to shoot that, but so far, Eclipse have not been able to capitalize on that little bit of space given to them. The demo, but not before Bromank gets the clear. BZO off the corner. Currents now off the ceiling. Aidinator in. Aidinator will retake the lead for Stryker Exile. Talk about space given by Stryker Exile. Phantom Eclipse here. Unintentionally gave some space away. His current, his clear went straight midfield, and Octane couldn't jump for it. Aidinator was going to be faster than them no matter what happened. No matter which way and how quickly Octane jumped for it. Stryker Exile would have the better read. He just had to guess where the shot was going. You don't like that position as a last defender. You don't like to have to guess where the shot is because it usually means that something has gone terribly wrong for your team. BZO. Bumped by Aidinator. Octane with the clear. Bromank will keep it high, and even with that team bump, Stryker do not lose composure. Still playing that same playstyle. Control, the transition from them has been what's won so many of their series in the Skyward series, and you can see it's winning it for them here. As Bromank clears. And here he comes again, a quick transition. But Octane will challenge early and put it back in the Stryker half. Aidinator, challenge, Bromank with low boost. BZO, hold on to dribble this one away. Challenged by Current, it's going high, and he gets the bump on Shadow Ball! Oh, BZO! The creative play there! He was all alone on the dribble, and he knew he was bumped away. And so instead of going for the ball again, takes out Shadow Ball. And Stryker Exile from an unlikely scenario gets another goal. Leading by 2. Stryker Exile just need to make sure that they play strong defense. They've done so well this game to do that, so chances are, if they are playing like they are, they're going to take this game as well. BZO off the ceiling. Shadow Ball off the back wall for Octane. Not on. Current now. He will put it on. And there will be a goal back for Phantom Eclipse here. All the players played up inside that 18-yard box. And it pays off. And now Phantom Eclipse, all they need is one more goal. They have over 30 seconds to do so, but that time will run by quickly for them. Especially if Stryker Exile does what they are doing right now, and they're taking the ball away. But Demo, Octane with the offense. Infield can't read it against Aidinator, but he will look for a bump. Aidinator still beats him. Now over Current. Shadow Ball. And Bromank, he's on go for the free jump. BZO needs to be careful. Cleared away by Aidinator. And he will fill it upfield. Bromank redirects it. Waste some time. Allows BZO to challenge. Here comes Aidinator. The ball dropping down quickly. Last touch from Aidinator. Didn't let the ball hit a Phantom Eclipse player. And Stryker Exile now 2 games in a row. As now they have the series advantage. That midfield from them. Something that Phantom Eclipse need to shut down. Let them down. You can't let them go that. You can't let them transition that quickly. And for Stryker Exile, while their offense has had its ups and downs, whenever it's up, whenever it's playing well, they are getting. That's when they get those goals. When they get those really great plays, and when they take advantage of Phantom Eclipse, maybe in awkward situations. Stryker Exile. Again, they want to make the series quick. They're currently on their path to doing so. This one's pinched away. Currents jumping ahead, using so much boost to just get to that ball. And in the end, it doesn't really matter. As Shadow Ball had trouble collecting this. Still gets a shot for Aidinator. Thankful that it's wide. Bromank with the clear. Current misses. Bromank one-on-one with Shadow Ball. Going for the bump play. Oh no, Current! At the wrong place. At the wrong time. He jumped for that as well. Current puts in the back of his own net. And with that, Stryker Exile, they'll lead this game in an unlikely manner. Bromank holds it close. Looking out, it's pinched wildly across field. Bizio will be first to read it. Offense once again here for Stryker Exile. Bromank pinches it off the ceiling. Jumping is Octane. Current gonna get harassed, so more offense for Stryker Exile sure to come. Octane beats one. Now with Bizio in front. Bromank 50-50. Shadow Ball jumping. And to get past Aidnator, but Aidnator will delay his challenge until he has the space to win it. Current. Rolled around the backfield. Bizio will clear. Bromank. With the shot. Crossbarred out. Aidnator. Bumps by Shadow Ball. Still in a dangerous position here, but it's not going to be one that Stryker Exile can really take advantage of. Again, they still have offense. They've been holding momentum, holding control for so long, and it will pay off in the end. Aidnator and Bromank connect for a beautiful second goal. Bromank jumped early. Aidnator saw him, and he just let the pass go where it needed to go. Stryker Exile, 2 goals up. Aidnator with the clear. Octane is waiting. Aidnator bumps. Now Bromank trying to take advantage, but his shot's not very strong. Bizio's isn't on target. Now Shadow Ball will clear it away. Random Eclipse with offense of their own. The question is, how long will it last? Because it doesn't seem to last more than a couple fleeting moments. And then Stryker Exile on offense once again. Miss him. Here's here. Octane couldn't put the shot on. Clear it away. As now we're about to hit that halfway mark of game number 4. Stryker Exile trying to take 3 in a row here. Being likely to do it unless Phantom Eclipse can change something about it. That one saved by Shadow Ball. Aidnator will bounce its way downfield, past Current, past Octane. Bromank couldn't put it on. Aidnator will. He'll get a goal here. Make it 3-0 for Stryker Exile. As things going from bad to worse here for Phantom Eclipse. Off a kickoff, a fake here from Stryker Exile. Shadow Ball off the back wall. I want to see a little more direct play here from Phantom Eclipse, getting those shots, but more importantly, looking for each other on offense, getting those passes. Right now, Stryker Exile just have that control. They are winning because they're not allowing Phantom Eclipse to have any offense. Aidnator around the corner, clear back by Current. Bromank with the clear. Octane with that touch. Bizio off the sidewall. Octane is up, but he won't win the challenge in the end. Looking for the clear. Aidnator's waiting. Shadow Ball on the other end of the field. Bromank gonna take this one up high. Undercurrent infield. Trying to get the dunk on Shadow Ball just to see if he could get a chance. It's unlikely he was ever going to get it, but in the rare occasion it does happen. He'd look amazing if he did. Current. Another pinch. So many pinches from the corner from these teams. Trying to get the fastest passes possible. And trying to catch the defenses where they don't really expect it. Final minute though. And Phantom Eclipse with 0 goals. And only 1 shot to their name. This series has not been favorable for them. And I said it was going to be difficult for them from the very beginning, but they might have to try to win 3 games in a row, which is just unlikely against Stryker Exile. But I have seen it happen. It has happened on the Sportiest stream, but it's just not happened often. As Stryker Exile, another goal. The nail wasn't in the coffin right now. Now they are screwing it in. Stryker Exile goes to winning the series here, as they only need one more game after this one. And for them, it's just... they're so much better right now than Exile. Exile has no offense. When they do move upfield, it's only for maybe one shot, maybe not even. And then Stryker Exile put on the offense themselves. Current, though, will put his team's second shot of the game here, as Bizio will stop it. And as you can see, quick transition here. Back the other way for Stryker Exile. Bizio, dribble, backflip flick towards the net, saved by Shadow Ball. Look for some style points here. But Bromank, he'll take a 5th goal. Saved by Current, still in front for Bromank. And as I said before, he'll take a 5th goal. Stryker Exile helping me here, not curse them. As wait a second, they might see how many goals Phantom Eclipse can get here in this last 5 seconds. No, they're not. They're just they're gonna end it here. All of them on kickoff. Why not? That's how it's been going for these guys. They've been very happy with this result so far in this best of 7. But still, it's a best of 7. Still need to win one more game. And Phantom Eclipse, while they haven't looked good in these last couple of games, they've looked far inferior to Stryker Exile. There's still time for them. A reminder, this series will decide which team overall will win the show matches today. Phantom Eclipse took the 1v1, Stryker Exile took the 2v2, and now in the 3v3, Stryker Eclipse only one away from taking it all. Stryker Exile, that's a combination of names. Stryker Exile only one away. Is now game 5, ready to begin. Stryker Exile, I've done so well. There's no one player that's been better than the others. All of them have had exceptional performances tonight, but they still need to lock in for this game. They want to win the series, want to win and take down this Phantom Eclipse team once and for all. They need to win this next game. Bizio hinges it off the back wall. Shadow Ball will read it. Phantom Eclipse, I want to see what happens if they can get a first goal, how they can hold that. Because right now for Stryker Exile, they've never given them an opportunity. They're not planning to either, but let's see, what would happen if Phantom Eclipse do score first? Will that change things that go around for them in their favor? Octane off the side wall. Infield for Current. Will just kind of give the ball away. He hits it very hard. Still follows it up, but again, that touch just too heavy. It's not really challenging Stryker Exile more than just kind of throwing the ball at them, seeing what will stick. Nader down the field. Current's the last one back. Pass for Bizio, but it went behind him. All Bizio can get a touch and hit it up high to Bromank. Now Nader. No shot there. Octane misses though, and Nader will put it in. A little over a minute into game 5. And Stryker Exile will score first once again. Octane with the miss. As Phantom Eclipse have been chatting all series long, you can tell they're starting to get a little bit frustrated. Bizio. What a touch. So much power behind it. Octane off his own post. Nader. And this is a high solo play. Flip reset. Not through. Shadow Ball. Jones in the end. Bizio. Just one off the back wall for Bizio. He's hit the post. It was not going to be an easy angle anyways, but you know a player of Bizio's caliber will expect himself to hit that. Nader. Touched by Bromank. Shadow Ball. Pass it back to Current, who will hit it upfield for Nader. Will take it down. Bromank. Second touch. It's wide. Nader towards the net. Bromank will second touch this. Stryker Exile double their lead. As no fear here for them. As Bromank just jumps up for it. And we've been seeing a lot of Phantom Eclipse harping on Current here. This has not been a great series for him. He's had a lot of situations where, as a last man back, he doesn't do what he needs to. Though saying that, Octane will get a goal off the kickoff. Bit of a strange one here. As ADR just didn't, and Bromek didn't play on it correctly. (50-50). BZO misses this one, but he still gets the ball. Can't beat Current. Current went for the challenge, and he wanted to get the dunk on him, but now Current on offense, infield. No one on Exile jumping for that one immediately, but now they do. Bromek on the ball. Better ball will just put it back to his team's corner. All you need is one goal. They can tie things up, really put the pressure on Stryker Exile to close out this series. As Current. Heavy touch. Aidenator will try to collect it, but it's Octane with the dribble. Challenged immediately by BZO. Backfield open. Current will get it, and now Aidenator to put it in. And it's been rough for Current. He's been on the third man role so many times. So many difficult situations for him. And this is another one where he just cannot produce the goods. Cannot produce the play that his team needs. Stryker Exile. We're halfway through Game 5 and they lead by 2. This one. Put away by Bromek. Current. Gotta put that one on target, but it's just not an angle that he can really hit. Bromek. Up to BZO. BZO with the redirect. Gets past Octane! A bit of a silly looking goal, I must admit, but hey, it works in the end. Just the slightest of touch. Octane was waiting for the shot. He thought he put himself in the right position, but no. BZO put it to the back part of the net so that wasn't covered. They're looking poised to take this series 4-1. BZO. Challenged immediately by Octane. Alright then. Current. And it's into the back of the net. While BZO and Octane were busy messing around over there, Current will take advantage of a mistake from Aidenator. And that was a slow shot, but it was just enough to go in. Time could become an issue here. Unless Phantom Eclipse can get themselves on a good start. BZO goes it the other way. 50-50. Bromek will bounce off his backside. Now he can't get through Octane. Clear from BZO. As, interesting, he's gonna go backwards there. Current with the clear. Aidenator will spawn with a shot. Shadow Ball will collect. Aidenator tried to get the bump on Shadow Ball. All players committed here. Shadow Ball upfield. Crossbar and out. And those are plays you have to score if you're Shadow Ball. At a time like this, at a series like this, at a scoreline like this, you need goals and you need them soon. Give your team the best chance. Stryker Exile. Trying to get a 5th goal. Bromek just wide. It rolled across net. Octane with the dribble. Bromek got the corner. Infield. Current misses, but Shadow Ball will get it. All that Stryker need to do is let the time expire, take time, waste time. Infield from Aidenator. 5-2. Phantom Eclipse. 45 seconds left. They're going to need to make a miracle here if they want to see this series extended even more. Wait a second. Wait, did we get it? Will we see Stryker Exile let this one go to overtime? I don't know. As, if BZO get the clear, I don't think so. Bromek now. Towards the net. Octane couldn't read it. Cleared by Shadow Ball. Now about for BZO. Oh my goodness, that was a strong pinch. But it wasn't in. Final seconds. Yeah, we're not going to go to overtime here. Just a formality now. This series will be Stryker Exiles. These show matches will be theirs. They lost the 1v1. Had to take the 2v2. They did. 3-1. Now in the 3v3, they never looked back. 4-1. They made quick work here of their opponents. As Aidenator will put in the last goal of the series. Stryker Exile. going to be happy with this performance. Coming into the 3v3, people expect them to be the better team, and they proved it here. And as the ball will eventually hit the ground, there it is. Stryker Exile won 2 series in a row. And a 4-1 win, a dominant win in the 3v3 series. That will end out the matches tonight, but we're gonna get a little chat here with the players of Stryker Exile to end this series off. And then we'll be going to a break. By the way, everybody, we're gonna have an interview with them. And then we are gonna, as we take a look at this schedule, we are gonna have another series later tonight. That is not the right one. That's not the right one. That is the right one. And 10:30, so about an hour and a half from now, we're gonna have Knights of Chaos versus Demons for the Splash series. You might want to see that one because that will be a pretty fun series, I expect. And that will end it here. What a result for Stryker Exile. Coming in, I think most people had them as the better team, but I mean they prove it here with some pretty good wins overall. As I think we're waiting on Aidnator. We'll give him like another minute. Okay, there's everyone. There's Aidnator, was waiting for him. Hello, everybody! Oh, we gotta get Bizio in here. There's Bizio. Hey guys, congrats on the win. I know it doesn't matter, but I want to hear the storyline behind this. Bizio, tell me, how did these show matches, how did you and I assume Shadow Ball, Phantom Eclipse come together and talk about this?
We basically said that we played them before so many times. We thought we'd end it right here, see who's the better team.
Yeah, I mean, take me through. Why did you guys even have this series? Why did you guys even have these series in the first place? What was the real reason for this?
I'm not sure. I just said y'all trying to run some, and he's like, "Yeah, sure." And we just scheduled it. To be honest.
I gotta love him. We gotta talk with you, Bromank, as well. Too coming into the 1v1s, you lost it, and then Shadow Ball ran up some games on you guys in that 1v1. Did you get nervous after that? Because it seemed like your game was the one that gave Shadow Ball confidence to take the 1v1 and give his team the first point. Oh, you're really quiet, man. Wait 1 second. You're really quiet for me. 1 second, I got you. There we go.
Yeah, I just thought it was gonna be a bit more casual, so I was kind of taking it light. And I don't really 1v1, so like Bizio was our guy. But it did end up being casual, so wasn't really nervous once we realized.
Yeah, I like to say that. And Aidnator coming into the 3v3s, you guys took him down 4-1. I assume, was there any moment in that series where you doubted yourself because you guys looked so dominant? That transition really killed Phantom Eclipse.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Just waiting on Aidnator. You there?
I'm back from food. Yeah.
Oh, he was on food. Let me ask you again, because you're out getting food. In that 3v3 series, because you played that. Oh no, there he goes. He got back to food and now he's out to go and eat the food. You know what, Bromek, you can answer the question then.
All right.
As we wait for Aidnator. You can answer it.
Oh wait, can you say it one more time? Sorry.
Again, in that 3v3, was there any time that you guys ever doubted yourself? Because you took him down 4-1 pretty dominantly. After game 1, was there any doubting, any stopping you guys? Because you guys just looked like you kept going on and on.
Oh yeah, I just started demoing. Yeah.
And then you started blasting, and then it worked.
I don't even remember anything, to be honest. That's a better question for Bizio and Aid.
All right, Aidnator, we'll ask you then, because you were supposed to answer the question. What do you think of the 3v3 series overall? What are your kind of takeaways from it? Did Aidnator mute himself? Oh, he's done it again.
Want me to answer? I got you.
No, let's get Aidnator in here. I think let's get Aidnator to speak for this one. You there, Aidnator? You good? think he's muted him. There he is. Talk to me about that 3v3 series. Kind of everything that was around it. What were you guys telling each other in that series?
You know, I'm not really sure. I'll be honest.
Man, okay, BZO, can you guys, because it seems like both your players have short-term memory loss. Do you remember what you guys were talking about in that series? What was kind of the feel of the whole series for you guys? Because you guys looked like you had a very relaxed attitude.
Honestly, we just know we're the best team out here, so there's no reason to really try against a team like that. Simple, short answer. We're just better.
Dang, really going straight for Phantom Eclipse here. Well, again, a big win. Any shots you want to make? Because that was a really fun set of matches. I'll be honest. Haven't seen crew battle formats kind of like that in a while. It's fun to see it. Any last messages? Any shout outs you guys have?
Not really, but it should have been a sweep. That's it.
Well, that's it. Anything from Bromank or Aidnator?
Oh yeah. Thanks for casting.
Oh,
I
of
Appreciate
course.
it, as always.
It's
Also-
big things.
Also, big shout outs to Slepless for helping organize this whole thing.
100%.
And I can't forget about him again. Congrats on the wins. You guys are still looking the same as you did when you played in the Skyward Series and were so dominant there. So again, congrats on the wins. I know it was a fun couple of show matches. It was a fun event for me as well. You guys take care. Have a great rest of your evening.
You too, you too.
You too.
Thank you.
We're gonna end the stream here. We're gonna be back live soon enough. Do not worry. But that'll be it. Polling was pretty fun for this 3v3, but Exile takes the entirety of it. Oh, thank you, Slepless. Thank you for getting this scheduled for me and getting me involved. It was actually really fun. As we'll be looking to end off this stream. Thank you all so much for joining. It means so much to me. As we'll go here. Slepless going broke from these matches as well. He betted a lot of his points on the wrong teams and the wrong time. I'm sorry, Slepless. It's alright, man. You'll get them back. Do not worry. Just keep watching the stream. You'll get your points back. Hello, IJ. Yeah, don't worry, man. We got a series in about an hour and a half. You can also just watch this VOD back. As the stream will end right now.